Citizenship quickly came up with the top 10 best passports in the world for 2020 that were based on visa-free travel and countries that either had a territorial or pure tax haven status in place and had the allowance of dual citizenship. To get on this list, a country would have to allow dual citizenship. And also, they would have to have either a pure tax haven status or territorial tax system in place, or they couldn't get on this list. And when I say that, I'm talking about a country that you can live in, get residency in, and not have to pay taxes on your worldwide income as long as you're resident there and you're staying there even over 183 days a year. Also, if you get a chance, if you'll visit our website at www.citizenshipquickly.com to learn more on how to legally get your taxes to zero, and also how to get a second passport as quick as 3 months. Okay, now once these countries were determined, they were actually put in order according to the countries that had the most visa-free or visa-free on arrival countries and territories. And I'm going to start with number 10, then I'm going to work backwards. We did this ranking different than any other ranking that I've ever seen because we made the requirement that you had to have, these countries had to offer dual citizenship to give you the right to get another passport if you wanted to, and not have to relinquish your citizenship to get their passport. And also, these countries had territorial tax systems where you could legally get your taxes to zero, and you can't do this with a lot of countries. And so we added that in. And went by the 5 flag theory. If you get a chance to look on the 5 flag theory on what you should be looking for when you get passports and residency, and this is what we went by here. And if you're going to be considering passports, like I said, these are the ones to consider. Don't consider passports like Singapore and Japan, which offer the most visa-free travel of any of the countries in the world. And the reason I say this, Singapore and Japan have the best visa-free from both of these countries. But the problem is they aren't really free countries. Japan has ridiculous tax laws, taxing you on high local income taxes, and also they tax you high as far as worldwide income taxes. Singapore has a territorial tax system, but it doesn't allow dual citizenship. And Singapore also has a system whereby you have to go in the military and your kids have to go in the military if you get citizenship there. And Japan also doesn't allow dual citizenship also. All right, let's look at these and we're going to work backwards. Number 10 was Vanuatu. It had 129 countries, visa-free or visa-free on arrival. Vanuatu is a pure tax haven. It's in the South Pacific. And it does have a good overall, what I call a good overall program. Guatemala was number 9. It had 133 visa-free or visa-free on arrival countries and territories that you could go to. One thing I would say about Guatemala is Guatemala maintains dual citizenship agreements with some countries in Central and South America, but not all of them. So this is a kind of a contingent dual citizenship type country, so you have to look at those countries to see if you can get dual citizenship according to their treaty that they have with that particular country. But you can go to 133 countries visa-free and visa-free on arrival on this, and it is a territorial tax system. Honduras is number 8 with 135 visa-free and visa-free on arrival countries that you can go to. Honduras has a territorial tax system. It's not a pure tax haven. And also, if you're going to choose to get residency there, I would suggest you live in the Bay Islands. Honduras has very high homicide rates there, probably some of the highest of any place in the world. The Bay Islands, the crime rate's very low there, and that's where a lot of expats go. So that's a good place to live if you're going to choose Honduras. Number 7 is Grenada with 141 countries, visa-free and visa-free on arrival that you can go to. Grenada has a territorial tax system. It's also a fast-track program. You can get it in several months. And it also has an E2 treaty with the U.S., which is real nice. You can go and work in the U.S. as quick as 3 months after you get that passport. Paraguay is number 6 with 143 countries, visa-free and visa-free on arrival. Paraguay has a territorial tax system in place. You can apply for citizenship after 3 years of residency. You won't get it in that quick a time. You're looking at 7 to 12 years to get it conservatively, although they say you can apply after 3 years. But Paraguay, you can go to 143 countries, visa-free or visa-free on arrival. And they have a real good tax system. They don't tax any income outside the country if you're living there as a permanent resident. Number 5 is St. Vincent and the Grenadines with 144 visa-free or visa-free on arrival countries and territories. St. Vincent and the Grenadines used to have a fast-track program before 9/11 hit. They pulled out from that program, never came back in their fast-track program, but you can get a residency by investment there. It will take you years to get the passport, but it does have a good passport with 144 countries, visa-free or visa-free on arrival. Number 4 was actually tied with St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and that's St. Lucia. It had also the same number of countries, and that's 144 visa-free and visa-free on arrival countries and territories. St. Lucia is a territorial tax system. It does have a fast-track program. You can get about 6 to 8 months. So it does have a nice program as far as that goes. Number 3 is Antigua and Barbuda, which is a pure tax haven. Has no income taxes, which is extra nice there because you can actually live and work inside the country and not have to pay any income taxes at all. And 147 visa-free and visa-free on arrival countries and territories. It's got a great program out there. Number 2 is St. Kitts and Nevis, which has 152 countries that you can travel to visa-free and visa-free on arrival. And just like Antigua and Barbuda, it's a pure tax haven. That means you can literally work in the country and pay no income taxes. And number 1 is Malta with 184 countries, visa-free and visa-free on arrival. Malta really doesn't have a territorial tax system in place, but you can determine your taxes by the amount that you remit back in the country. So if you don't remit it, you can keep your taxes to 0 if you want to do that. You can go to 184 countries, visa-free or visa-free on arrival. Malta has a real good passport. You can go and travel to the USA with that visa-free on that passport. Malta does have a residency by investment, and they also have a fast-track program. Fast-track program is going to cost you over $1 million US. Most of it's not invested. Most of it is actually a contribution. I would not pick it myself, but you need to look at the difference in the countries between Malta and St. Kitts and determine, are you really going to go to those countries? If you're not, I would stick with the St. Kitts passport. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars cheaper, but that's up to you. You would have to look at that. Malta does have a residency by investment program, but it's going to take you about 18 years to get that citizenship by residency. But you can decide if you want to do that or pay a monster amount of money to get in on the fast track program. 3 things, if you would, if you want to subscribe to new videos and get them automatically, hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen. You'll get those as they come out automatically. Number 2 is I'd like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. I'll get back with you and see if I can help you on your problem. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and go to the top bar, hit where it says apply with us, hit that. The questions will come up, fill those out, and then hit the bottom button that says send back to us, and we'll look at the questions, see if we can solve your problem, and go from there. We deal with 74 countries in the world, so not just these countries here listed, but I'm going to tell you, if you're looking for a passport, you should be choosing from these countries, not the other countries you'll see on other passport rankings, because these allow you dual citizenship, and you can get your taxes to 0, and they got real good visa-free travel. If you got a question, just send it to us. We'll see what we can do to help you, and I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.